Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Cerulean Roll. I am your DM, and I played Eldorus Seawalk Dragon. And I'm joined by my two lovely co-hosts. If you guys would like to say hi.
You evil man.
Played!
Hi,
How
guys.
dare you?
I'm Jamsey, and I play Nanette Silkenthorn.
Hey guys. I'm playing Drinking Mako.
And since I am public enemy number one, let's get right into the recap.
Good.
On the last session of Cerulean Roll, our crew divvied up some of Callius's earnings before checking out the world go-round. Nanette checked on her hometown and observed some interesting changes within the archipelago, such as the pathways connecting across every single island to look like the symbol of the sun, and a structure being built in the center of the archipelago that caught her eye. Adric chose to visit an island more recent in memory, viewing the success Golis has pulled into as the island pulls itself back into shape. After the world go round, the party went to rest within the secluded woods and was aided by the ever-helpful Castell. As a majority of the crew began their rest, Adric and Nanette branched off to have a talk about Eldorus. And in the midst of their talk, Castell assured them that he would help in whatever way he could. During the night, Adric was caught off guard by a dream of Mako with reassuring words. At the dawn of the next day, Nanette and Adric told Eldorus of their need to talk. And then they took him off of the Dead End Carnival. Standing in a sprawling field of swaying grasses, they confessed to Eldorus that Jewel was in the hands of Delir. Eldorus, in dismay, despair, and desperate anger, could not contain himself as he disappeared without a trace, imparting an apology onto the ones he loved before leaving. As you guys still stand there, the grass slowly begins to sway. However, this dense magical residue is left engulfing a large chunk of this field, and gravity feels as if it's tugging against you, trying to pull you closer to the earth. And within this magic energy, you feel these strong emotions within it. Feelings of sorrow and feelings of anger.
I'm just frantically looking around to see if I can see Eldorus or where he went.
Roll me a investigation check. And
16.
a 16. Nanette, as you begin to look around vehemently, trying to get any sort of sight on Eldorus, you don't see anything. But something that does catch your eye is that this magical energy is so potent that it is burning into grasses. And you see, as that magical energy is appearing far into the horizon, almost blending in with the sky.
Oh my god. Eldorus.
And this is something more for the viewers rather than the players. The camera pans over to Eldorus, desperately running away. You see as his large frame is sweeping across the landscape of Shadowfell. His teeth tightly clenched together, his veins bulging. You see as his eyes gleam red as he lunges at an ongoing battle in the distance. Without even hesitating, picking a side, talking to either of these parties, you see as he rips them to bloody shreds in an instant. And as he stands there in blood-soaked rain, he just sobs. Back to the old days. And the camera pans back into the field, where you both are scouring for any sight of him.
After I pretty much gleaned that we probably won't be able to find Eldoris, I turn back to Adric. Are you okay?
He didn't just leave us, right? Annette?
I don't know what just happened.
What are we going to do?
I think all we can do now is hope that he maybe comes to an understanding and then eventually we might see him again.
You think he'll come back?
I hope so. I want to stay hopeful.
You ain't gonna just leave us here, right? You come back? I'm confident.
Yeah, I'm sure he will. Eventually. He just needs some time.
Oh, okay. I'll sit down here and wait. Then, right? You'll come back to us.
Adric,
You can go tell Main Callius while I wait here.
Adric, I don't know if it'll be that easy.
It's okay. We'll just go talk to them and come back here and wait. Maybe.
Well, okay. How about we go talk to them? Because I don't want you being here by yourself. We can go talk to them, and then maybe all of us or the two of us can, wait.
What if he comes back and we think we left him?
I don't know. I mean,
I would say at this point, you guys would hear a troublesome amount of noise coming from the top of the Dead Ends Carnival.
what?
You hear in your head distant psychic screams.
What's
You
going on?
hear,
What is that?
Adric, let's go.
Okay.
and as you guys run up to the Dead Ends Carnival, crawling up this steep downwards cliff that you came down before, you see that a large crowd is forming around the center of the carnival. But you see as people are slowly turning to run towards you.
What's happening?
What?
You see as blurred faces begin to rush past you as a tidal wave of people are lined up like a wall in the carnival.
What's happening?
Huh?
What do you guys do?
Wait, what's going on?
There is a large crowd that is built up around the center of the Dead End Carnival. And you see that suddenly people are running past you, getting as far away as they can from the center.
Okay, what's happening in the center?
You can't see there is that many people here. All you can hear are screams echoing inside of your brain.
Okay, I want to move further and see what's happening.
Adric is gonna follow Nanette.
You both push into the crowd, working your way through. Here's what I'm gonna have you do. This is a tightly packed crowd, very dense. You guys have options to get around this, but if you can't think of anything to completely avoid the problem, I'm going to have you roll and I'm gonna say flat dexterity to get through the crowd.
Oh. Wait. Adric, you can fly, right?
Oh, yeah, I can.
Alright, you fly, and I'll jump.
Okay.
All right. Adric, your cape begins to separate, turning into feathers and becoming those wings that adorn your back. And as you begin to flap them and raise yourself into the air, you get a very, very clear view. You see as Castell is on the floor screaming in agony, and he's rolling in pain as tendrils begin to sprout out of his hair.
Oh, goodness, what?
And you hear his screams emanating loudly in your head. It's disorientating.
Castell!
And you fly over to Castell?
Yep.
As you fly over to Castell, you see as there are still a group of people surrounding him. Not like giving him... He has space around him to breathe. But there are people who are worried about his well-being and standing next to him. And he is screaming in agony as he is clutching his head and writhing on the floor in pain. And Ninette, before Adric gets there fully, I'm gonna have you roll that acrobatics check.
Okay.
Or that dexterity check. Dexterity.
Dexterity check.
Around the same
17.
time that Adric lands to check on Castell, you make your way through the crowd, avoiding a majority of the people running away. You even pass a dwarven woman who is escorting people away. You see she is commanding people. She is going, "Get away from him! Get away from him right now! You guys cannot be here!" And they are all flocking and following her commands. And Adric, as you get to Castell, you just see him in raw agony.
Oh, Castell, what is it?
I feel anger. I've never felt this much anger before.
Oh. Ninette.
Shoot. Joy. We need Joy.
As you look around, thinking about Joy, I will say immediately, all that catches your eyes are thousands of frantic and scared-looking people, which is only adding to this screaming in agony that Castell is feeling.
Okay.
You see, as he is writhing in pain, he is drenched in sweat, and veins are bulging outwards, protruding from his temples. His nails extend like claws of a beast, and his eyes are shifting in hue, turning into colors much like Eldorus's rampant, angry magic, and mixing with these sorrowful
It's that
blues.
potent? Oh my god. Okay.
You see as his wispy black hair is swaying in the wind unnaturally and taking form looking like Eldorus's current hair. These black tendrils that are slowly transforming into red barbed tips towards the end. And you see as Castell's normally mouthless jaw begins to part itself, looking painful, as it reveals a sharp row of serrated teeth.
Oh my god.
Oh, goodness.
I've never felt anger like this before. Please get away from me. I don't know if it's safe.
You can't stay like this, Castell. Okay.
You
Think.
I'm gonna start a countdown from 5, because this is how drastic this situation is.
Oof. Okay. I have an idea.
What's your idea?
I don't know how well this is going to work. And I haven't gotten to use this spell yet. But I wanted to maybe use healing spirit, but not just for the purpose of healing.
So, you want to cast Healing Spirit in an altered way?
Kinda, like, not really, like, it's just, I just basically want to create, like, the image of, like, a creature, you know?
Alright.
Something that'll bring people joy or some kind of fond feeling, you know?
So, what type of beast are you trying to apparate?
What counts as a beast? Just any kind of animal?
Yes.
Okay. Can I summon a I want to say a rabbit or a cat.
I'll say you summon a rabbit.
Okay.
You summon a spectral rabbit, and as you do, this rabbit begins to hop around and try to bring joy to the people who are feeling this immeasurable anxiety at the moment. But I will say that not many people will really notice this because they are running at exorbitant speeds away from you.
Mm-hmm.
So here's what I'm going to do. I am going to have you roll me a performance check to see how ostentatious and eye-grabbing this rabbit is.
Okay. A performance check.
A performance check.
Should I use my inspiration?
If you so desire.
Oh, why not?
This is going to be a pretty hard check. I will say that flat out.
That's a dirty 20.
That's a dirty 20. Here's what I'll say. Even though people start to calm down because of the rabbit's joyous presence, you have altered this rabbit. I'm going to say it's wearing like a jester uniform as it is dancing around, trying to attract people's attention and bring them joy. But you see, even though some people, especially children, begin to calm down and aren't as feared, Castell himself is so overwhelmingly and blatantly upset that it barely even scratches the surface.
Right.
And at this point, I will have you both roll me initiative.
Ah!
Oh, goodness.
Oh, God.
And all right, I'm going to roll initiative for Castell and the other people around. All right. So starting initiative is Castell. You see as he begins to scream in agony and he goes, You can forget about me. Don't risk yourself for me. And he clenches his shirt before ultimately you see as these tendrils spike outwards, almost looking like a porcupine, before clashing into the ground, and you see as Castell's eyes turn completely white as he has lost control of himself. You see as the goblin nearby is going to shout out an idea at you guys. Well, all right. Seeing as we don't have much choice, we have an idea. And I don't know if we can execute it, but you guys seem willing to help.
Okay, yes, what is it?
Yeah.
Right now, my main plan is shoving Castell into the Hall of Souls. He'll be able to calm himself down in there, but I am afraid that it might shatter from his rage.
Oh, goodness.
What
It's
would
not
happen?
a 100%.
Okay, okay, guess I don't really have much time for questions. Okay.
And you see as the alchemist goes, well, that's quite better than my idea. And that's going to go to Castell's turn. Castell, and how I have it set up is that you both are side by side by Castell trying to calm him down. Would you guys say that is wrong or right?
That is right.
Yeah, I'd say
That is right.
that's accurate.
All right. Well, Castell is going to make attacks at both of you as he has fully lost himself. You can see, even though he has a mouth now, he is growling violently like an angry, out of control beast. But inside your heads, you can hear him pleading with you, please, just leave. Just leave me. You don't deserve the pain. And he is going to make an attack at, I'm going to say Nanette first. That is a 24 to hit you, Nanette.
Yeah, that hits.
And that's 9 damage, followed by an additional 11 lightning damage.
Oh my goodness.
Okay.
You see he slashes at you, and this psionic lightning that's been peeling off of him begins to erupt from his fingertips, causing this immense burning sensation in your wound. And it tears a piece of your clothes off. And he is going to use his second attack on you, Adric. That is a natural 1, which is a 9, which I believe does not hit you.
No, thankfully.
And you see as he whips his body around at the same time as this kick, trying to hit you. Then you see he crouches on all fours like a beast. And serrated tendrils, the back of his head begin to raise as he is going to go for a slash on you again, Adric.
Oh,
Please, I can't control it. Please just run. I don't want to hurt you. And that hits you, Adric. I don't want to harm you. And you're going to take 17 damage, Adric.
Whoa, okay.
I'm gonna blow up.
And that is going to be the end of Castell's turn. And that is going to go to Adrix.
I don't know if I can do this right now. Oh. Is there any way I can use the manacles on him right now?
You want to try to use the manacles on him.
Yes.
I will say this is going to be an athletics check to try and get it on him.
Oh. I'm not good, but I'm not bad at that. So this is...
Yeah, I'm gonna say since he's on guard and alert, it's going to be an athletics check against him.
Do we have anyone strong?
There might be someone around.
I need someone to hold him. I have something on me that could hold him.
You see the alchemist goes, well, I don't think anyone else is strong around here. So I'm probably your best bet. Even though that's not really my forte.
Wait, it's the best we can have right now.
Alright, so you want to hold your turn till the alchemist handcuffs?
Mhm.
Alright. The alchemist will try and hold them. That's going to go to the alchemist's turn. They are going to make a contested strength check. Or athletic check.
Please,
against
please,
Castell.
Please.
That is unfortunately a 5.
No.
No!
And Castell rolled a 21.
Oh my
You see,
goodness.
as Castell, this adventurer, holds on to Castell, trying to pin him so you can get the manacles onto him. But you see, as Castell flings her across the map into a building nearby.
Oh goodness.
As she skids across. And I'm just gonna, because that was such a spectacular fail, I'll just have her take a d6 of damage. And that's gonna go to Callius's turn. He is not here yet. May is also not there. That's going to go to you, Nanette.
Okay, can we see the Hall of Souls from here?
You see the Hall of Souls is straight down the path. It is a couple, I'd say like maybe 100 or 200 feet away. And what it looks like, and I'm going to say you very much can assume this is the Hall of Souls. It is this giant
why did
mirror
I think of that?
with chains wrapped all around it.
I should have thought of that. Oh.
Huh?
I forgot I had Gust of Wind.
Oh, yeah, that would be very good to use.
I'm very slow. Oh.
Can
Yeah, I gotta use that on my turn.
Wait, this is a stupid idea.
What?
Guess what?
I was gonna
An
say,
idea is what we need right now.
can I maybe try to get him to like chase me in that direction?
You're gonna use yourself as bait. Okay, so here's what I'm gonna have you do. You're gonna use, are you gonna dash?
Yeah.
That's gonna double your movement speed.
Yes. Okay.
He is gonna get an opportunity attack on you, because he is
Goodness
right in front
gracious.
of you. He is barring your way forward.
Oof.
Sucks.
If I get knocked
Please.
out, that's gonna be embarrassing.
If you get knocked out, I'm gonna scream.
How should I do this? Wait. Dash, that's a... Oh no, that's an action, never mind.
That's an action. Or you can use your normal movement speed, which isn't an action. It'll just take you slightly longer to get where you want to go.
Okay, yeah, first before we do that, can I heal myself?
You can definitely heal yourself.
Do it. Absolutely.
First level or second level?
Use a second level.
You're pretty
Should I-
fucked up.
Should I count the healing spirit as like an actual like spell? Like, should I count that I
You
casted
used
that?
spell, yes.
Yes, okay.
Oh, honestly, the healing spirit's still up.
Is
Oh,
it?
right,
It
because
lasted to a
lasts
minute.
rounds.
Yeah,
Oh.
a minute is like a couple
Oh.
of rounds.
Oh, true. Yeah,
Yeah.
bring that over to me.
All right.
Bring that over.
So he hit you. That means you have to roll. It's a concentration spell, right? Healing spirit.
Yes.
So I was supposed to have you do this on when he hit you. So
Oh.
roll me a concentration, which is going to be a constitution roll.
A constitution roll or a saving throw?
Yes, a roll.
Okay.
That does pass. You managed to maintain your
Yes.
concentration after he hit you, so the healing spirit is there.
Yes.
So the healing spirit heals at an AoE, right?
I'm pretty sure it does, right? Read it.
I don't. Well,
Thought it did.
Oh, it can only heal once per turn for a 1d6 to one person.
yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So you heal yourself for the 1d6. I'm sure that's not going to be enough.
It's not.
No.
Okay. So you're going to use your healing spell?
Okay. Yeah, I'll just use Silken Touch then.
All right. You see this healing spirit, this little rabbit jester, walks around you and just like wiggles a little stick at you and heals you. And
Sick.
then you heal yourself with Silken Touch for 12. And
Wait, so
you're
do I
going
count
to-
both?
Yes, you count both. So that's going to be
Okay.
14 healing towards you.
Awesome.
And you're using your movement to run 35 feet forward?
Yeah.
Conan it.
I'm assuming he's just in like blind rage right now, so
He is striking you.
so I'm just gonna be like, hey, come get me, haha.
Okay.
And I
So
kind of
here's-
like, as I'm doing that, I kind of like give a look to the people in the crowd, like, ooh, I hope this works.
Here's what I'm gonna say also. While in a blind rage, yes, he is more susceptible to just chasing a target down. However, I'm still gonna need you to make me a performance check so
Okay.
he can go towards you. But for now, I'm gonna roll the opportunity attack.
All right.
That is a 24 to hit, which does
Goodness
hit you.
gracious.
Yeah, I think so.
Who knows?
And that's gonna be
Oh, maybe.
9 slashing damage as he claws into you. And you see as
Okay,
that
ow.
psionic lightning peels out from his nails
goodness.
again, ripping into you for an additional 11 damage.
Goodness
Okay,
gracious.
ow. I'm not doing so good.
That is not awesome.
So, make me a performance check, and I'll see if on his turn he'll go after you.
Performance?
Performance. It's gonna be low DC. He is very blind and rage. That unfortunately fails the DC. That is a
No.
natural 1 and a 5. You see Castell, he slashes you. He gets his blood all over, your blood all over his hands, and you just hear him go, please, just get out, run. I am trying to hold it back. And, he just doesn't go for you, and he is going to instead attack the people that are around him, which
No.
unfortunately is only Adric.
Uh-oh. Oh, this is
Um,
not good.
Come
No.
on, Patrick.
I'm gonna get knocked out.
First attack, 23, and I am going to
I'm gonna
say
get
that
knocked out, buddy.
that is 10 damage with the slashing damage.
Right.
And
Yeah.
that is...
I'm just knocked
I
out.
see.
I have 11.
I
Ah!
see. And that is 12 more damage with light. So,
Goodness gracious.
Adric, you see as Castell in this form, and I'm going to say this. He is starting to scarily look like Eldoris. You see as he grabs your face,
No.
pushes you into the ground, and snarls. As you hear in Castell's voice, please, you should have run away. Please, I don't want to kill you. And Castell is going to violently swing and pivot towards the goblin.
Oh
Ah!
That is a 25 to hit the goblin, absolutely
no.
hitting.
Oh my god.
You see, this goblin is like this very traditional goblin. He has very, like evergreen skin. He has a fluffy mustache hidden under his hook nose. You see, as he is wearing his hair slicked over to one side, and you can tell he works for Castell. And you see, as Castell goes in for the kick, he goes, I understand that this isn't you. We have no hard feelings towards you, Castell. And Castell goes, please, I'm begging you, just run. Just get away from me. And Castell's body kicks into the goblin, sending him flying. And let me see if this instantly kills the goblin.
No.
No.
You see as Castell roundhouse kicks him, bashing the heel of his foot into the goblin's skull. You hear a sickening crack as the goblin tumbles, cartwheeling away into the stone. And
This is awful.
lucky for you, Nanette, you're the nearest target that still has consciousness, so he's gonna go for you with his last attack.
Huh.
He runs up behind you. He spirals himself in the air. These barbed tendrils float behind him menacingly. And do not connect as he whiffs and they don't hit. And you tuck and roll, rolling across the stone, avoiding these tendrils. And yeah, they don't hit. That's going to go to Adric's turn. Roll me a death saving throw.
Oh.
Okay.
Now, if I'm not wrong, and I might be, I believe your subclass, the Warlock of Death, or I think whatever, I don't remember the exact name. I believe it has advantage on death saving throws. We won't run it like that for now, but do check that.
Okay.
It should be in features and traits. But for now, you know what that means. And that is going to go to the Alchemist's turn. The Alchemist goes, oh, God, Castell's sure strong. I never took him for the fighter. And this dwarven woman with this auburn hair that has red streaks lit in it. You see she has these several tinctures of different liquids wrapped around in a leather band around her body. You see she pulls out a pistol and aims it at Castell.
Wow.
That was almost a natural 20.
Ooh.
However, it was a 5, which does not hit Castell. You see, almost without even looking, the tendrils stand up on the back of Castell's neck, and he dodges out of the way, and this bullet narrowly avoids you, Nanette. And that is going to go to Callius and Maya's turn. Callius and May arrive on scene, and Callius goes, "Oh, I knew that commotion was for a good reason. God damn! Are you all right, ma'am?" And Callius kneels down towards the dwarf.
Bro. Come
and
on.
The alchemist goes, "You're very kind. Go attack that man if you can." I suppose you're right. I didn't figure you'd think I was the fighting type. By the way, very beautiful. Attack him. All right. And Callius is going to use his pistol and try to get a shot onto Castell, which he is hitting his first with a 21.
Oh my God.
That's his only attack. Forgot. He does 11 damage to Castell, however. You see as Castell recoils, he falls forward for a second as a pistol lodges into his arm, this bullet burrowing deep. And he lets out a monstrous roar. But inside he goes, "Yes, that's it. Just stop me. Kill me if you have to." And Callius just goes, "That's sad." May goes, "No, duh!" And he is going to cast Healing Word on you, Nanette.
Maybe you should focus on Adric.
Oh shit! He's down. I just
Yes.
swore. He turns towards Adric and he's going to cast Healing Word. And he is going to heal Adric for 6. And that is going to be the end of Maya's turn. Ninette, that's you.
Okay. How close am I now to the Hall of Souls?
Start dashing.
Still like 100, like a good like I'm gonna give you a rough estimate. It is like 300 feet away.
Oh lord.
This is rough. It's very rough.
Okay.
So you're dashing?
Yes, hold on. How much do these heal for? Okay. I'm going to drink one of the greater potions that I have.
I'm gonna
Wait,
say
can I
that's
do
gonna
that?
be an action. That's gonna be an action.
Shoot! Okay, fine. I'm just gonna dash.
All right. Here's another thing I will say. Your healing spirit is still very near Adric in the gang. They are very close to it.
Is it
so
still
you're-
only a minute?
Yes.
Oh my god. Okay.
Combat real time is crazy.
My bad. So,
You move 70 feet away from Castell. And I'm gonna say you can't disengage because you're openly goading him to come attack
yeah.
you. So that means he should get an opportunity attack on you
Oh,
before you move 70 feet. Because he's right behind you.
I think that would just knock me out.
I believe so. Here's what I'm gonna do. I don't think this is how it is in the rules of D&D, and so it might change in later combat. But I will say for now, since you are focusing all your efforts on evading him, I'm gonna let you run away. I think the only caveat I will do is roll me an acrobatics check. The DC is going to be a 15. If you pass a 15, you can safely evade without getting opportunity attack.
Acrobatics?
Acrobatics. DC 15.
No! I rolled a 14!
Away.
Unfortunately, that means that you don't even get the distance you were trying to. And Castell is going to get an opportunity attack on you. And he's very good at attacking. That's a 25. Castell grabs into you. Please, I told you, get away. I don't want you to die. And you just hear his body is going as it grips you, and you take 7 damage.
Mike.
And as psionic energy funnels into your body, you take an additional 9.
Damn it!
The 7 had me at 1 HP.
I know, so close. So you don't even get the distance that you were trying to. You are just hopelessly pinned down onto the floor by Castell. And that is going to go to Castell's turn. Now here's what I'm going to do. Castell is surrounded by people still trying to evade. There are swarms of people that are all around the carnival trying to get away from Castell. Not everyone has evacuated fully yet. Castell might, like, depending on what he rolls,
No.
instead of going for the people that are threats, he is going to go for any life in the vicinity.
No.
This is
And so-
horrible.
I am going to roll a d4 to everyone. On a 1 or a 2, he attacks someone around in the party, an aggressor. On a 3 and a 4, he attacks a random person. And that means he's attacking a random person. That's a 4. And you see as people 30 feet away begin to look on in horror as Castell pulls his posture backwards as he is standing on the body of Nanette. He
Hey!
starts embellishing this magic, this arcana, this purple glimmering arcana begins to flood around him. Mixed in within it, there is this bloody, deep red from Eldoris. And you see, as he goes, "Rah!" and a bellowing, raging roar expels from him, cracking in a circular area around him, destroying the brickwork of the carnival and killing. I'm going to roll for how many innocent people die.
Oh my
In
god! Oh my god, I hate this, I hate this, I hate this, I hate this, I hate
This is terrible.
It kills 51 people.
Oh
As
my god.
51 bodies simultaneously die as blood explodes from their mouths.
No.
And inside, Castell is going, "Please, please don't let me do this. Please, please." But he is also overcome with rage, and he is going, "Ugh!" And Nanette, this is also going to add a failure to your
Oh no.
death
no,
save,
no.
because he is right on top of you.
No.
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 Adric, that is going to go to you. By the way, the spectral bunny, at the second Nanette goes out, disappears.
Goodness
Please,
gracious.
please, just take everyone and leave. The Dead End Carnival has reached its last stop. Just give up. Don't die for this.
I'm gonna start tearing up again.
Adric, as you're looking at the tragedy that is befalling the Dead End Carnival, you see, as you look left and right, there are piles and mounds of bodies. You see that there are families who were rushing out together, completely collapsed on the floor.
No.
You see, it is just a massacre.
That's enough. That's enough. That's enough.
What are you doing?
I'm sorry, Kestel. I have to, I'm gonna use an Eldritch Blast.
Okay, roll the hit. Castell immediately goes, "Please, thank you." And you fire and hit this first Eldritch Blast, which knocks Castell off of Nanette and 10 feet forward, and it does 12 damage with the first. Now roll me the second.
I'm sorry, Kestel.
Please, don't apologize. I cannot control my actions. This is what I want. I'd rather die than rob smiles from those like you. And oh, was that your second Eldritch Blast? Yeah, that hits, and you do 14 damage. And Castell is pushed an additional 10 feet forward. You see as his body is being ragdolled as he is being pushed further and further into his rubble. Please, keep it up. I need you to do this. Do not cry. Do not fret for me. And that is going to go to Gao's turn. Gao stares onwards at this destruction as he has just woken up from his sleep at the camp. He looks around, and Gao immediately clocks that Eldoris isn't there. And he just goes, Gao? 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 As he begins to look frantically around for Eldoris. And that's going to go to the alchemist's turn. And the alchemist is going to pull one of these vials off of their belt, and she is going to toss it over at Castell. And that does not hit Castell. You see as Castell catches the vial and throws it to the side. And you see as the vial explodes, spilling out acid all over the floor.
Oh.
And that's going to go to Callius's turn. Callius is going to make his desperate attempts at shots again. Alright, this guy really means business. Man, I'm not gonna let you hurt people that I care about. Especially when they're women. And he is going to action surge because he misses the first shot. And he hits the second, doing 7 damage to Castell. You see as the shot penetrates into Castell's back, the tendrils catching and stopping the bullet from plunging in further. And that's going to go to Maya's turn. Maya goes, all right, now it's Nanette's turn. Where is Eldoris? And Maya's going to have to move closer to heal you, Nanette. And he gets as close as he can before he fires a healing word into you, Nanette. Healing you for 10 health. You just hear in Maya's voice, you just hear, be better. Not in the rude sense. And that's going to go to your turn, Nanette.
I feel like immediately as Nanette gets up, her lip is quivering and she has tears in her eyes. I guess I can't even entertain this plan anymore.
You just hear Castell's voice in your head. There's no need to prevent this. If this is the way I die, so be it. Just don't let me rob any more smiles from anyone. Please.
But you've helped us so much. I don't want this to be the thanks we give you.
This is the only thanks I can get. Please. If you have to put me out like this, I'd rather death than to hurt people in the carnival. After all, this is the place where smiles come to life. You see for a second within this blind rage, tears have been spilling out while he is enraged. You just see as Castell goes, Eldoris, he loves you. He loves you so much. And that's why these emotions are so deep. I don't blame him. I don't blame you. Just end me, if that's how it has to be.
Sorry. And I'm going to take a shot at him.
You're gonna have to move backwards a couple feet because you're very close to him.
Oh. Wait,
I
didn't
will
he
say
get
you-
knocked back like 20 feet?
Yeah, like 20 feet, but that you're using a longbow.
Okay.
There has to be a bit more of a gap between you guys. So you can do that while attacking, so don't even worry about it.
Okay.
I'm just letting you know you're gonna move backwards.
I'm guessing that hits.
What was that?
26?
That does hit Castell. That is 10 damage with the first shot. You hear as he groans a loud and monstrous roar as he has inflicted this blow. But you hear inside, do not shed tears for me. Please, do not.
It's hard.
And roll your second attack. That does not hit. You see as Castell's body instinctively bends backwards, rips the arrow out of the air, and throws it to the floor. And Nanette, is that the end of your turn?
I don't think there's much else I can do, so
All right. That is going to go to Castell's turn. I am so sorry. I am so sorry that I showed you this. I am so sorry. I could not keep this in check. And simultaneously, while he's speaking, he is letting out powerful and monstrous roars as he is going to take his attacks on you, Nanette. He is going to hit with the first attack. That is a 19.
okay.
You take 10 damage on the first hit.
That's already enough. That's already enough.
He slams you against the floor hard enough that you bounce, and the psionic energy lifts out of the ground for a while, creating an electric spark. Please, it's either this or run. And I'd prefer this. And he is going to rush forwards a few more. Wait, I think. No, he can continue moving. He is going to head towards you, Adric. And he is going to kick you. And a 16 does hit you.
Whatever it is, it's probably gonna knock me out anyway.
It is 12 damage, which does knock you
Yeah.
out. You hear as Castell, as before you wane out of consciousness, I am so sorry. I am so sorry. And then Castell is going to move to May and strike him
What?
with these serrated tentacles.
Oh.
For 11 damage. May like, May just goes, "Ah, yeah, okay, scary, not nice man anymore. He is going to take 11 damage, and that is going to go to Adric's turn. Roll me a death saving throw, and keep that number hidden. All right, you know what that means. And that's going to go to Gao's turn. Gao begins to look a little bit more frantically as he's moving his head side to side. He goes, Gao? 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 And as he realizes that Eldoris is not coming, he begins to... You see as the seaweed begins to rupture and flow around his head, and he is going to attack Castell. Gao! And that's a 5 to hit, which is not going to hit Castell. That is going to go to the Alchemist's turn. The Alchemist is going to just fire a shot that does not hit Castell. Callius is going to fire his shot next. That does hit Castell. And he is going to do 8 damage. You hear I guess neither of you hear this, but Castell repeatedly is going, do not feel sad for what you have to do. And he groans in pain as a bullet fires into his body. I'm sorry, man. I'm just sorry, man. And that's going to go to May's turn. All right. Okay. I'm gonna go out. So, he points a finger at Nanette. Get up! And he is going to heal you for just 7 health.
Okay.
And Nanette, that is going to go to your turn.
I guess in that case, I will go heal Adric.
Very good idea.
Mhm.
Are you using Cure Wounds or Healing Word?
I don't have healing word on me right now.
Okay, so you move forwards up to Adric. You see he's laying on the floor. You see there's blood spilling out of his mouth, and you see that there are large wounds on his body.
Oh god. Okay.
And do you
Adric
heal
heals
him
for 9.
For 9. And that's the end of your turn. That is going to go to Castell's turn. Castell is in front of May, and he is going to keep it that way as he strikes into May. That is a dirty 20 to hit, followed by 10 damage. And he does exactly May's hit points as May knocks unconscious. He falls backwards with a thud as Castell rips his claws into him and then kicks him into the ground. And then Castell leaps and bounds over to Callius and the Alchemist, where he is going to use his final attack of this round. That is a 16 to hit Callius. That is going to hit. And he's going to do 19 damage. Callius goes, God damn! And here I thought that you weren't going to be doing much, but I guess I should have expected so much. And Castell goes, as much as I can do, I need you to do more. Please. Damn, I'm starting to feel really bad about this. Adric, that is going to go to your turn. That is a 19 that hits Castell. With 14 additional damage, you strike a heavy Eldritch Blast, pushing him into Callius. And roll your second Eldritch Blast. That unfortunately does not hit Castell. You see as Castell is beginning to look really, really fucked up.
I'm gonna use a Form of Dread as a bonus action.
Use Form of Dread. That mask of crimson energy peels itself onto your head.
Oh, thank God.
And
I
you get
wish-
15 additional health.
I wish we could just help him.
This sucks, Jamesy.
If you guys have any ideas still, it's still on the table. I'm just gonna say it'll be what it is if you guys don't make a choice.
It's looking bleak right now. I don't.
It's too far.
Gao
Yeah.
is going to hopelessly attack at Castell's ankles, but Castell just kicks him away. And Castell goes, "I'm so sorry, little one. I'm so sorry." And that's going to go to the alchemist's turn.
I don't want to. But how are we gonna?
The
This
alchemist
sucks.
misses with her pistol, and that's going to go to Callius's turn. Callius is going to strike with his pistol, which does hit, and he's going to do 5 damage to Castell, and that is going to go to May's turn. Yeah, May's just out. That's going to go to your turn, Nanette,
All right.
as
Well,
May is rolling a death saving throw.
I'm not risking it, so I'm gonna go heal him.
All right. So I'm going to say
Oh God.
he is right. Wait, no.
No,
He
he's in
passed
front
May.
of-
You're good. Yeah,
Yeah.
you're good.
Okay.
All
Oof.
right. You get to make it over to May and heal him. Roll your cure wounds.
7.
And that is 7 health over to May. May gasps as he wakes up. Oh God. Thank you.
Nanette just has a look of sadness and also frustration.
I know. I don't want to kill him either. There's gotta be another choice.
There has to be something.
I'm going to roll to see if everyone's evacuated yet. Just as a small thing.
Please.
I'm going to roll it to everyone. So, I should have said it before I rolled it, because that's going to make it sound bad. But not everyone has evacuated yet. You see, as the dwarven woman looks at you guys and goes, "Well, if you guys don't want to kill him that bad, and be sure that none of us want to either, there's one more option on the table, and that's saving our butts and then worrying about this later." We'll risk a lot of lives, but it's the best we got right now.
Can't really think of anything better.
All right. Well, I have a plan. I know where to go. And make sure to pick up that goblin guy. He's not dead yet.
Okay. Who's gonna go pick him up? I don't know.
I can pick him up.
Okay.
All right. So here's how I'm gonna have this go. It is Castell's turn. So as Castell hears you guys trying to formulate this plan, as he sees and feels that you have not distinguished hope in him, he feels a sensation rising in his chest. But beneath the crushing rage and the deep sorrow that Eldorus has put onto him, both of those emotions are clouding his personal judgment. And I'm going to roll an intelligence check. I'm going to roll it to everyone. Castell in this state has a -1 to intelligence. The DC, I'm gonna say, because you guys refuse to give up on him, is gonna be a 10. Okay?
Okay.
And I will roll it for everyone. That is a 7.
Oh no.
Castell is going to make his attacks on Callius, and he's going to make them on that dwarven woman. He misses the first attack.
Okay.
He is going to still roll against Callius. He misses the second attack. But that's a 27 to hit on the third.
Okay.
So it all comes down to the damage. That's 11 damage. Which is unfortunately more than Callius' current health.
No.
You see as Callius goes, God damn it. And he falls limp onto the floor. Adric, what do you do as it's your turn?
What do I do? I don't know.
Are you just running away? You could also... I shouldn't help you with this, but as you know, I am rooting for you. You can maneuver yourself to the side of Castell, and you can push him away with 2 Eldritch Blast. However, your damage might prove lethal because you see Castell is fucked up.
Wait, what about a gust of wind? What is...
You could perhaps do that as well.
Gust of wind? That doesn't do any damage, does it?
No,
Does
he
not.
doesn't. But he has to do a strength save.
Oh.
And right now, in the condition he's in,
He's strong.
he's strong.
Ah.
Do you want to position yourself to the side to knock him away from you guys?
Yeah.
All right. You get around to the side of him in a blind spot. How are you going about this?
Last time, was I able to somehow control it into being non-lethal?
I made it be an Arcana check. So I will have you do that again.
Okay. Do I roll the Arcana first or the
Roll the Arcana to see if you can make it non-lethal. This will make both of your blasts non-lethal.
Oh.
That does work. You manage to contain this blast in a small enough radius to make it non-lethal. And roll damage. Actually, the first one does not hit.
Oh, goodness gracious.
Here's what I'm gonna say. Oh my god, that does
one
hit.
hits, yeah.
That moves him 10 feet backwards. Roll your damage. 10
I mean,
damage.
shoot, maybe we can just knock him out. I don't know.
Hopefully so.
that is the end of your turn, Adric?
Just in case, I'm gonna do another dreadful.
Very good. That crimson mask of crystals forms and
I just realized I said it
clasps
backwards. It's form of dread.
It's okay. And that's gonna go to Sir Gawius III.
29.
Gao is gonna roll to hit. He does not hit. He is going to Here's what Gao's gonna do. Gao stands his ground. There are tears building in his eyes. And he goes, Gao! As he lets out a little menacing roar. And this is going to make Castell do a wisdom saving throw.
Oh my god.
He fails it! Wait!
Gao! Gao!
Wait!
Oh, little man!
You see, as Castell breaks free from this anger for a moment, as he is instilled with fear and a little bit of like, oh, that's so cute. And
Nice.
you see, as the primal instincts within Castell begin to fight with the fear of this little seaweed lion. And Castell, on his turn, has to run away as far as he can from Gao.
Oh my god.
You just hear Gao going, Gao! Gao! As he's crying.
Oh goodness.
That's gonna go to the alchemist's turn. He's like, the alchemist goes, did that work? Callius is knocked out. May goes, thank God it worked! Gao, you're the man! Gao just goes, Gao, Gao!
Oh goodness gracious.
May is going to cast Healing Word on Callius, which brings him to 4 hit points. Callius wakes up and goes, who am I? Where am I?
Okay.
You're in the same place.
Oh, this sucks. Nanette, that's... Oh, by the way, May is using his turn. After he casts that healing spell, he runs past you. Bye!
It's so real.
See you later!
Okay.
Nanette, what are you doing?
That's a good question. What should I do? What do I do?
Pray!
There's a little bit of comedy happening here.
Let your arrows.
Scratches my head.
I will say you can visibly see that Castell is fully about to run away.
In what direction?
Fully away from Gao, so away from all of you.
Okay.
He's actually about to run directly north into the mirror, or close to the mirror.
Oh, wait. Wait.
I will say this as your DM, because this is the first time I've ever done this to you guys. Look at your health, please, before you scheme anything.
Yeah,
Look at your health.
I'm not doing good, but
Okay.
if only I could heal and then try to go after him, but Actually, no. If I run ahead before he starts running, would he get an attack, or is he just like completely overcome by fear?
He's pretty far from you. Even if he attacks you, he's gonna get disadvantage because of fear.
But if he
you won't
lands that attack,
you won't get attacked because you're not in range of him.
even if I start running.
Yes.
Cool. I think I might start doing that then.
All right. So you're gonna take a dash action?
Yes.
So that's going to be your speed times 2. How much is that?
Times 2?
Well, just double it. Oh, so that would be 70 feet away. You move 70 feet towards the Hall of Souls, and you're around the same distance as you were before you got pulled back. Then that's gonna go to Castell's turn. So believe me when I say this, Castell is fucking fast. At the time it takes for you to get to that distance, he blows past you with one stride.
Okay.
His movement speed is 60.
Oh!
And he is dashing away from Gao.
Yes.
So that is going to be 60 doubled.
Wait, does he just run straight into it?
I don't think he'll get that far, but he is getting 120 feet.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. He blows past you. He is about the halfway mark of that. Of going towards
her eyes just follow him.
That is going to go to Adric's turn.
Goodness gracious. How far away is he from me right now? Because I don't think I'm going to be able to hit him with the...
He's 130 feet away from you.
Yeah, absolutely not.
How far does it reach?
120.
Oh, you
can
can move 10
feet forward, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So you want to move 10 feet forward and launch?
Let me...
Just push him into it.
I want to push him into it.
He's around the halfway mark of what I would consider getting to there.
Okay. Oh, you
No, I'm going to go 30 feet.
30 feet, okay.
Wait, so you think you should try to make it non-lethal damage again?
Yes.
All right, you move 30 feet forward. You can launch your Eldritch Blast.
Wait, is it still... Is it still there?
Oh,
Because I just
that works
rolled-
either way.
Definitely
Yes.
non-lethal. Definitely non-lethal.
Okay. Okay.
That
Oh
hits.
shoot! Go, go, go!
I'll ask you right now, Adric, how do you want this to look as you non-lethally take him down?
If it's an Eldritch Blast, I think it would more like... It looks like it's gonna hit him really hard, but it like swoons over him as it like knocks him down.
I have an idea. You see as a vulture streaks out from your hand, and as the feathers trail in this energy, it wraps around him, bringing him safely into the ground as he is
Nice.
knocked out. And with that, that is gonna be the end of initiative.
Oh my goodness.
All right. Good job, little critter. He grabs Gao by the scruff.
Yeah, you really did us a lot of help there, Gal.
Gao just goes, Gao, Gao. And then he looks at you guys and then tilts his head.
Oh. Him, right?
Gao.
There's some explaining we have to do.
Well, before you get to your explaining, we should go throw him in that portal thing, huh?
Right.
Alright, hopefully he doesn't break out of this thing. And I'm gonna
help you out.
Alright, so both of you are gonna carry Castell. You see that even in his, like, unconscious state, those features are unending. He still has the tendrils like Eldoris. He still has the same nails as Eldoris. And
Can I put the manacles on him while he's in this state?
yes, you can, very easily. I will say you do it without a hitch. You don't even have to figure them out. You just put them on him. And you see, as you guys carry him into the Hall of Souls, you see it's a large mirror that stands reflecting the surroundings of the carnival. Within its crystalline surface, you see the corruption, the dangers that you have just overcome. And something seems strange. Even though most of the people have evacuated the carnival by now, you see that there is still a flood of people within here, within the mirror. They are gray and wispy as they walk alongside of you, looking at Castell. Some of them shedding tears while looking at his face. Some of them even smiling as they look down at him. And as you guys begin to take him into the mirror, you see as the mirror begins to crack, and as it splits open, splaying a deep, otherworldly entrance behind this glass, you see a swirling void of white and iridescent rainbow colors as they swirl from pinks to blues to yellows. And Adric and Callius are going in, correct?
Yes.
Nanette, are you going in at all?
Yeah, sure, I'll go in.
As you guys slowly walk him through, you guys see, as you enter this swirling cotton candy blue and pink void, it seems to have no border for as far as you can see. And inside of the mist, Adric, you see Mako as a child running past, and you see he's chasing a figure that looks like the child self, your child self. You see as Mako tries to tag you, but you duck down and then pivot your body before tagging him instead. And Nanette, you see yourself when you were younger. You see yourself talking to Galeo back when everything wasn't so messy. You see as you play in the forest, chasing alongside him and your mom. You even see some of your childhood friends, silk satyrs that you haven't seen in so long. And you even see glimpses of people that you don't recognize, either of you. You recognize one figure standing out in the crowd. You see a full-figured form of Callius Lockbolt, Senior.
Oh.
And you see as Callius is holding the feet of Castell, he drops them immediately. And he just goes, Pa? No way. Dad? And you just hear, you're darn right it's your dad. Who else would it be? I see you're trying out the mustache like your old man. Well, I couldn't shave it. It's a little hard to shave with a dagger, you know. Well, I see you got some business to attend to, Callius. How about we talk after you're done? And you see as Callius begins to, like, tear up a little bit. Yeah. Yeah, I'd love that. I'd love that, Dad. And you see as Callius goes, oops, and he begins to pick up Castell's legs. All right. So, I guess we're taking him to there. And he points, and as you all look, you see an island is protruding out of the mist. A marble table with a column supporting the center of it is sitting there, and you see 2 blank white chairs are on opposing ends of it. And as you guys lay him onto the chair, you see as Castell, he isn't waking up. He is still very unconscious. But you see as the goblin who he kicked gets up, or he's gotten up a while ago, he opens up the Hall of Souls and he goes, oh, thank y'all for sticking to the plan. Yeah, let's just leave him in here and get some rest.
All right.
Oh, right.
And as you guys follow out of the Hall of Souls, you see figures from your past and present are all looking at you as the mirror goes and closes back to a crystalline clear mirror.
No.
And as you guys leave, is there anything else you would like to do?
Mm. In terms of what?
In terms of, would you like to sit by the mirror to make sure he's okay? Would you like to just go for a long rest? Like,
Oh, did did the features on him like normalize? Like, does he look back to normal or?
no, they haven't normalized even after you set him in that chair.
Oh.
Did you ask or I guess you were there. The goblin pats the mirror and goes, hopefully the energies from inside of there will, help him out, you know?
Yeah, I hope so.
They should help him out.
I'm glad we didn't have to do anything terrible.
I'm ever so indebted to you for not doing anything that he was asking.
It wouldn't have felt right.
Mm-hmm.
It wouldn't have felt right for any of us either. And he pats you guys on the back and he goes, well, we can sit here and rest up and make sure everything's okay.
Yeah.
You guys okay with that?
That sounds good to me.
All right. And you see By the way, his hair was slicked over to one side at the beginning, but you see it's peeled backwards and showing like an enormous bald spot. And he goes, oh, and he pats his head. You didn't see anything.
We didn't see it.
Oh, I don't know what you're talking about.
Good. You better not. Well, now that you've seen that, I guess I have a surprise. And he reaches into his sleeve and he rummages for a bit. And he just starts pulling out objects that shouldn't be able to fit in there. He like throws like a clock to the side. He throws like a bunch of bowling pins.
What?
And then he goes, here we go. He pulls out ice cream for the both of you.
Oh,
How did
Oh.
what? How did you do that?
Well, I'm the resident magician here. And so, I got some few tricks up my sleeve.
That's
amazing.
awesome.
May, like, walks up. He's already enjoying an ice cream. You see his is, like, his is strawberry and has, like, a bunch of cherries in it. And, like, mint.
It's He's so bad for that.
Nothing like ice cream after a long day of... We basically just woke up. A short day of stress.
Yeah.
And
Nothing quite like it.
before you guys get to telling, I think that's where we should end today's session.
How long have we been going for?
An hour and 55.
Oh. Okay.
It felt much longer to us.